Hey everyone, Azorius Flicker 2.0 is live. We're going to be abusing our warp to cast cheap threats and then blinking them so they stick around. And with Starfield Vocalist doubling our enters the battlefield triggers, every blink is becoming a little bit of a mini storm. So warp will let us cast our creatures at a reduced cost, but normally they self-exile at the beginning of our end step. However, if we flicker the creature, it leaves and then re-enters as a new object, the exile clause will be lost. So the warp in our value bodies allows us to reduce their casting cost, as we're not necessarily looking to recast them later. We want to flicker them the same turn and then just have them stay around permanently. So our early setup for the match is to get Dour Port-Mage in play, 2 mana, 1/3, that will allow us to draw literally our whole deck as the game goes on. Whenever one more creature you control leave the battlefield without dying, draw a card, right? So every time Warp self-triggers, sometimes it does happen, unfortunately, and every time that we do flicker something successfully, it will trigger the Dour Port-Mage to draw us a card, which is quite nice. This is going to be really good with a few things here. Obviously, we have Splash Portal for 1, Charming Prince for 2, Loyal Steed for 3, and the Twinning Twins Swift Spiral for 2, all to help us flicker. And the Mage itself has the 2 mana return to hand, as well as Jill's return to hand that you could use both offensively, I guess, as well as to generate value. It's not really defensively. Opening up your attack lanes, resetting your opponent's tempo, because you get to bounce their things back, right? However, you could also bounce maybe something of yours back to replay as well if you wanted, which is pretty decent. So it's kind of, both things here for us. Draw in the deck, not only through the Mage, but also guided by Light and the Riddler. So just flying through our deck, quite literally. And ETBs that will be doubling will be the Guided by Light, gain 1 life when you've gained more than 3 on the turn, draw a card, which is nice. The Riddler's draw, Jill's return to hand, the Snare's exile, non-land permanent, the Seam Rips, exile non-land permanent, mana value 2 or less, and the Prince's gain life and scry, as well as exile ability, which is actually a lot of fun. You can start chaining these princes together, all thanks to the Vocalist double ETB trigger, which is absolutely phenomenal. So the land is here as well. Decklist in the description below. Make sure to grab it, throw it into the game, play, maybe 10 rounds with the deck, then come back, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Thank you so much for watching. Kick back, relax, and enjoy today's gameplay. On the draw, hand looking pretty decent, I guess, right? Let's take that. Ramping there. Do they have a backup? Pop Patch Recruit's just so freaking good, Randy. Honestly, the saddle there's not terrible either. Both of these lands can go. We have 4. Looking for Starfield. Spooner. That's a good card. No. Man, they are beating us. And I have to take this. I don't want to. Alright, let's warp for the draw, find a Mystic. Let's flicker the Riddler. The draw engine's not terrible. We have some life gain, which is good too. We just need to outpace them draw-wise, and that's going to be where we win. Graveyard control. Not terrible. We get an untapped land. That'd be okay. Being at 17 lives is our saving grace with the defender there, right? Not too far gone to come back. They have the spinner though, that's like pretty gross. Attack for 4. And flicker again. Now this will be a triple draw. And that's what's going to win us the game. Where's my Starfield? Pretty please? Oh, we'll try. We'll get there eventually. Okay, nice. That's not a good draw for them. And that's kind of why you don't want to get stuck drawing only one card a turn, specifically late game, mid game. Get some additional draws in always if you can. They're just going to spinner this forward, I guess. Right? Makes sense, I guess. Oh, Bailoff is not bad. It's in our library. The land doesn't matter. Ooh, beginning of end step. I don't want that. Oh well. Let's bounce a prince, and then the prince can bounce something, right? We'll kind of chain it forward. And that's what we should always be doing. And then the prince bounces the prince, right? And they're always just bouncing one another for the draws, for the life gain. I'm a bad man. Where's my Starfield? We don't want to exile Guided by Light because it would reset the ability. Where is it? We've just drawn our whole deck. We still can't find it. Let's just keep chaining princes. Where are you? That's crazy. Gotcha! Okay, we can quit drawing. We've got 2 of them. Only 26 cards left in deck. I really need to quit drawing. Do 7 cards to keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we probably could have kept a land. And then thrown us. Like, that's a lot of snares. I hope your top deck was good, dude. That's one thing this deck can do very well is draw cards. Which is not bad because Shieldred's gone, right? So it's really just like that red card, that double red Razorkin that can punish you. But other than that, you just kind of get out, you know, get the Starfield, get some of your removal. We had to take these recruits first, then the spider and dog. We got lots to do. These, honestly, can scry for land. And then just gain life. Double seam rip! We gotta take the Dugo, because it can kill our artifact. Putting them on the spider to block the Riddler. That's smart. Just a drive-by. Let's leave them their thing. Take the graveyard control. We have enough health to survive a Bailoff attack. What, Bailoff and Paw Patch token are next on the chopping block, right? Our opponent's an incredibly good sport at this point. And of course the Vocalist can stack, right? Which is awesome. Let's take our hit. Down to 8. Double draw that I don't want to take anymore. 23. Well, I guess we've got some room in hand. For some land! It's always land, man. Another Paw Patch, which is not bad. I mean, that's pretty good. Take the damage. They're gonna scoop on this next play, guaranteed. Starfield 2. Let's go Jill. Bounce tokens. Because that's just like hard removal, right? And that's what makes the paw patch so good, is all these counters you get. Gas, dude. Let's take lethal. Good game. It's not a fast deck, but it's pretty aggressive. Like getting 2 things for your removal, and sometimes 3. Like we had 3 2-for-1s here, right? Grabbing 2 things for only 1 is like, you can't happen to allow that. On the draw, a little slow, but tap land to kick us off. Draw engine in behind it. And then we're ready to start flickering for that draw. Generate some value. Let's see how everything pans out here. So, good hand, I think. Removal deck. Ooh. Why can't we just always play against mono green, right? We don't necessarily mind the discard, specifically when we have so much draw available to us in the deck. I almost hope they're totally, you know, discard oriented. Yeah. Gross. Alright, let's get that Steed out. Both of those are good. Both of those are good. Swamp cycling on your turn for a 3rd land? Okay. I'll allow it. Mage out. Riddler out. Take our draw. Saddle. Oh, sorry. Saddle the Riddler. Attack with the Steed. Hit for 2. Flicker the Riddler. Circumventing its regular mana cost. Flash Portal goes. Prince stays. Looking for Starfield Mystic. That can double our ETBs, which we have a lot of. I mean, they probably remove the Riddler. We have backup through the Mage. Oh, there goes our Mage. And now we discard a land. Because I don't need the lands, right? Because they just come back. And I don't want to be bouncing that with Jill at all. And I might just take the attack. Goes through. We could have flickered this, I suppose. Let me take a scry. I'm looking for the Starfield. I love those Riddlers. We probably shouldn't throw them, but here we are. Gonna hold some juice in hand. One of those decks where it really actually does kind of require you to play in your first main phase. Toss Seam Rip, keep the portal. I mean, I don't want to bounce that Virus Beetle. Bring our land out. And then just attack. I'd rather the extra damage than the flicker at this point. We have value. Clearing the beetles. Pick up our land. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. They have 5 mana with event, but they need another red. Oh! Nice discard, dude. And then this is just lethal. May as well get the free mana here. That's kind of what the deck's about, but nonetheless, still just a lethal hit. Good game. On the draw, Splash Portal Riddler's nice. I think we can keep that. The Might is really aggressive. Turn 2 passage. I guess on a blue source. Riddler before Jill and just try to find the Mystic, I guess. That's tempting. It'll be just as good next turn, though. Big money. No whammies. Nice. So now we can throw that down for 2, and we have a Seam Rip for 1 to double and take both their things. Up to 5. I mean, that is impressive. Should we just leave it for 1 turn? Yes. I guess we could have attacked and then bounced them both. Let's take the scry. Prefer the land, maybe, at this point. The cat is super distracting. He's like in front of my entire hand. Simba's doing his thing. Hey, Simba. No idea what's going on. Like the bottom corner of my screen. I'll show you on this area here. I can't really see. I think our opponent's breaking though, so we're good. And as long as there's a Seam Rip, basically playing through my OBS window. So let's Seam Rip first. Take both talents. Oops. And then both creatures. And that's as GG as you could possibly get. That's brutal. But when everything goes well, that's kind of exactly what we want to do. Flicker some more expensive things in on the cheap, and then start copying or doubling our ETBs. Recording a story. Sleepy this morning. We started the match. We got a land war elf. I got some stuff going on. Might bounce this. I mean, even that should just be a good block against them. And 6 defense is nice. Getting that land is nice too. Okay. This gets dirty though, right? Like 4, 5, 6 mana here. Oh no. So still 3, 4, 5 available. Yeah. I see you. They can only warp a 4 mana in. Another Trailblazer. I think let's just put another out. That's a double draw, right? Gil is good here. We have good advantage, but their mana availability is ridiculous. The Temur Battlecry reduces... Oh, that's good too. Now the draw engines here. And this is the kind of like a one-turn kill deck, right? They just draw everything, find haste, and go. The Battlecry reducing the casting cost to 1 a lot of the times here. The Trailblazer producing the draws. Roaming Throne's gonna double that. Are these both human? No, one's a ranger. Where do they think they go? Do they go human or ranger? Dragon. Are they using Terror of the Peaks? They cast the colorless cards for free, which is why they run them. I have this deck made if you're interested in it. Let me know in the comments. I just haven't played it because it wasn't my build, and, you know, I'm kind of obsessed with playing decks that I make personally. The Dragonhawk. And that doubles. That's doing 19 damage. Okay, I like that. This is a different variant than what we've seen, actually, and I like that because the Dragonhawk is power 4 or greater. Like, that fits well with the decks. And this is Haste Trample, too. Nice, dude. Sometimes it's fun to lose, right? We just didn't get Vivi Solitaire. This was still kind of Solitaire-like, but a lot of fun. They don't even have to attack. Just Dragonhawk damage. If you like clever rules hacking value piles, smash like, drop a comment below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. And let me know what's your favorite ETB to double, right? And and let's farm some mythic wins with Warp Flicker 2.0. Also, feel free to let me know if there's any decks that you'd like covered as well. Have a magical day, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon in the next.